Welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC. Sorry for the delay. I just started the live stream, but it seems like most of you guys are on the other chat room. Every time I start the live stream, for some reason, just YouTube, be acting, be tripping YouTube and XSplit, right? So usually just check your email for notification, but most of the time, YouTube be tripping, right? So, but we're gonna talk about BTC. We're gonna try to break down the breaking out, right? So BTC started to to break out, but we couldn't like break just about like 54.22, right? On Binance BTC USD Theta. So, but before we get started, let me just take a look at the coin market cap very quick. So, all right, BTC just about like 50.41. Ethereum still number 2. XRP still number 3. So I got some other people on the other chat room, but let me just notify them. So sorry for the delay, because every time I start the live stream, it seems like check your email. All right, so hopefully he's gonna get it right. So let's go back to the chart. So BTC is looking bad right now. So when you take a look at it, right, not looking bad, but it is dropping to the, of course, dropping to the downside, right? So the R side is just about this area of let's see, take a look at it, right? The R side is just about this area of support, right? So we got to hold strong. We got a big reversal candle on the daily time frame, right? Hey, what's up, Mion and Strengths, Andrea? For some reason, I think like Evidio was on. Yes, he just got here. Evidio. Okay, great Evidio. So, sorry for the delay, right? Sorry for the delay, because YouTube be tripping, right? So let's get it started, man. It's been like almost 2 minutes. So, but when you take a look at it, right, BTC is holding strong, like with a nice reversal candle on the daily time frame, right? That's a daily time frame, so it's a pretty big deal, right? So the R side is holding strong, right? It's most likely it's going to drop to this area, but we're just going to have to wait and see the next 12 hours. Hopefully I'm going to get time to update the price, right? So I'm looking for a drop to this area and a nice rebound, right? So let's take a look at the price, but we have to go to the lower time frame, right? Let's take a look at the 4-hour. The 4-hour, we got a nice 3-wave correction to the downside, but when you take a look at the hourly time frame, it seems like a multiple waves, right? 3-wave, push to the upside, come back, retest it, right? Got a big support. So if you watch my previous live stream, that's what I exactly said, right? I said let's go to the lower time frame first. It makes more sense, right? I think somebody named Funks, right, called this a dump, right? As soon as we get to that area, I was like, right, he said dump, right? So, and I said like most likely BTC gonna make this move and then you turn just like that, a fake out to the downside, a pushback, and get to that area. That's what we said, right? But BTC just decided to do something completely different, right? So we have to restructure our judgment based on this route. So, but you take a look at it, right? We said BTC got to this area, right? That was like, I think like 12 hours ago, and then we were pushing to the upside. I said BTC gonna make a U-turn, right? It's gonna double bottom, right? A possible fake out, but just like that. That's what we exactly did. Now we pushing to the upside. So let's see if BTC gonna make a 3-wave, because we already got 1 wave, right? If you zoom in, like, let's get to go to 45 minutes so you can see all these waves. So when you take a look at the 45 minutes, that's a big reversal candle, a push to the upside, come back down. So we got another push at least like to let's say 5,000, right? So another push. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what type of correction BTC gonna make, you know, along this way, right? Because it has to be three wave. It cannot just keep going to the upside, right? It has to be like at least three waves, right? So that's what I'm expecting, at least for the short term from BTC. The current price is just about like 49.94 on Binance, so it is pushing higher, right? Just a minute ago it was like let's say I think 49.60, 49.50. I haven't been checking the price the last 5 hours, right? So but BTC is looking pretty interesting. 15th of April will be the tax day. Okay, yeah, it will be the I mean, you still got like till October, right? October 15th. So but the 15 is the most popular one, so I might be wrong, but I think you still got like till October or September, something like that. October or September 15th. But we got a double bottom, so we just have to wait and see, guys. We got to hold strong just about this area. So let's take a look at the bigger time frame again. It looks good, man, on the bigger time frame. That's a big reversal candle. The volume is very low, right? The volume is very low. It's almost like 12 hours. And then you take a look at the selling pressure on the previous day. We got like a selling pressure of 54. It wasn't even much, right, on the daily time frame, right? But it's bigger than the previous bullish candle, right? The previous bullish candle we only got like 40. So but at the same time the current one is only 12 hours. We're almost like 12 hours into the day, right? The 12, not 12 hours, 12 April, but 12 hours into the new day, right? And then the current volume is just about like 13,000 BTC, right? So you can expect like a very, very low volatility for the next 12 hours. Very low volatility. So I don't see us breaking below you know, 4,800 the next 12 hours, right? At least, unless like we get a bigger selling pressure coming in, like so, like a big selling pressure like before the next 12 hours. But we already got like 8 hours, so we need like, you know, 3 times this volume, because the current volume is just about 13, right? So let's say 3 times 13 is just about almost 40, right? So, and then this one was 54. So the selling pressure is not going to be as big as this one. So you got to keep that in mind, right? So in terms of volume. So let's say we got some selling pressure bigger than the previous day. Let's see. Let's just remove this. Now you messed up my whole screen. All right. Okay. So you messed up my whole screen. All right, so hopefully you guys can see, but I'm trying to fix it. Let me just remove this. Okay, I don't want to delay the live stream, so I'm gonna fix it later on. I don't know what I did, but I'm too tired for that now. But you take a look at the volume, right? We just talked about the volume. It's pretty low. It's not going anywhere, right? Hey, what's up, Ramaran? Hey, Guyana. Hey, what's up from Guyana? Hey. So the volume is pretty low, guys. I don't feel like a big selling pressure, you know, the next 12 hours. So we're just gonna have to restructure after, you know, tomorrow 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm gonna try to update it's probably gonna be like same time tomorrow. Just about this time, I'm gonna update the price. But the volume is pretty low, man. I'm pretty confident with this volume. It's not gonna be more than 60,000. Hopefully, right? Like, let's say we get a volume less than 40,000. It's gonna be a good, you know, a good sign for Friday and Saturday. Most likely we're gonna be moving sideways, just like that, right? We're gonna be moving sideways. We're gonna be moving sideways and be accumulating and hopefully push back to the upside and break this area, right? So, but the volume has to stay low. The selling pressure has to stay very low. So we're gonna go back to the lower time frame. Sorry for the screen, man. I don't want to delay you guys, so I just have to keep it like it is for now, right? And I'm gonna fix it after the live stream. So okay, I got it now. I got it. So when you take a look at it, right, the lower time frame, just about this area, right? We talk about this extension move, right? Because that's the most important move. So one of the I mean, somebody in the chat room like mentioned it, like as soon as we got this dump, I exactly said, you know, we're gonna get this extension, not this extension, but I thought we're gonna be moving sideways, but now we got a 1-to-1 extension, a 1.618 extension drop to the downside, right? Trying to push back up. So it is quite interesting. We have to push back up into this area, at least for the short term, right? Got this move, and then we have to push back up at least to this area, right? At least to that area. But we shouldn't be breaking below this area of 1.618, right? We should not break below this area. So you take a look at the top. We haven't broke it because if you include this this wick to the top, just about at the top, just about this area of 54.22, we're still like within a 1.618 extension. So we didn't drop it, right? Because I was kind of confused because I know like earlier we did not drop it. So but we got a big reversal candle on the hour, on the 45 minutes. It is pretty amazing. So we're just gonna have to wait and see at what point we're gonna get back to this area, right? So we need to get back to that 50% retracement. I talked about it last time. Hey, what's up, Angel? Do you see a reversal for mana and engine? I'm gonna talk about mana and engine. So mana, but engine, I thought like engine was, you know, almost at the 0.618. We're gonna take a look at it. I haven't taken a look at engine like the last 12 hours. We got Young, Evidio, HR. Hey, what's up, HR? Thank you for tuning in, guys. So let's go back to the it is quite interesting when you take a look at the monthly time frame. Let's go back to the monthly. So it is quite interesting. As I just like found something like about the monthly time frame, right? So let's check it out. Auto. Okay, when you take a look at the monthly time frame, right, it is quite interesting. As we talked about like a couple of weeks ago about volume, right? We got big selling pressure to the, you know, to the upside, right? Increasing volume. All of a sudden we move into the upside, right? Just like we were moving on the weekly time frame. You guys remember when everybody was saying like BTC doesn't have any volume, and then I said like, you know, volume doesn't have to move in a constant rate, right? It has to, you know, decrease, and all of a sudden we're gonna get a big volume, right? Just like that. So let's take a look at it. So we're just gonna get a big volume, and this big volume gonna be bigger than the previous 3 weeks, right? So it was like a couple of weeks ago, and then all of a sudden BTC received like 420,000 trading volume BTC, right, on Binance, right, a couple of weeks ago, last week actually, not a couple of weeks ago. So on the monthly time frame, right, we're getting the same pattern. So if you pay clear attention, so we got the same pattern on the monthly time frame, right? A decreasing volume, right, but price is increasing, right, on the making some higher lows, right, on the monthly time frame. It is pretty interesting, right? And then if you take a look at the let's go back to the Heiken Ashi. The Heiken Ashi, that's the first month like of reversal candle we got. Like we got this reversal candle, big tail, big wick, small body. So that, you know, I was looking for this type of candle on the weekly time frame, right? But we got it on the monthly time frame. So it is a good reversal candle. So at what point we're gonna get like a 3 months or 4 months of a reversal candle? I mean, that's a big question. Are we gonna get like a 3 consecutive like monthly candles, bullish candles on the Heiken Ashi? Because on the Heiken Ashi we're still bearish, right? We're still bearish. We made like a nice bottom formation. Volume still decreased in the last 3 months according to the Heiken Ashi. So we're still like extremely bearish, even though like BTC is up like 30%. So the next 2 months gonna be quite interesting, right? Because according to the Heiken Ashi, right, when you take a look at BTC, sorry for the screen, guys. Like when you take a look at the Heiken Ashi, right, we haven't even got like a bullish candle yet on the monthly time frame, right? And then that's the first time we got this type of pattern, right? You take a look at the this area, just about this sideways correction, started from when? From like June to November. Look at this big wick to the downside, right? But take a look at these big wicks. So it is quite interesting, right? You know, this wick, you know, got smaller, and then all of a sudden we got a very bullish candle to the upside, right? So it is quite interesting. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. If you want to take a look at BTC in the on the bigger picture, right? We're extremely bullish, right? Extremely bullish. I said it like I said it when BTC was 38. We're going to 51 to 53, right? It's not a financial advice. You guys know that, right? So I don't have to repeat that. It's under the description. So make sure you guys do your own research also, because the market is very volatile. Myself, I get panic sometimes. So you know, and but I try to control my emotions. So one of the hardest thing is like to keep your emotion out of the, you know, out of the game. Even though you're not a player, you're just a spectator, you just cannot keep your emotion out of it. It is very hard. You guys know what I mean, right? So but you know, it is extremely bullish. I said it when BTC was 38. That was my actually target, 38.89, and then we got like 38.87. So because I remember somebody like when BTC was dropping like from 4,000 to 30, something like that, 39, and then he commented like, say, do you think we're gonna get to 37? I said like, you know, 38.88, like, because I had like the Heiken Ashi, not the Heiken Ashi, but the Trololo. The Trololo at that time was like a 38.83. You guys remember Trololo, right? So, and I said like, I want to see BTC get as close as possible to 38.83, and then it did exactly, and then we went up like, you know, 30% to the upside. So BTC is quite interesting, man. The Trololo chart is also quite interesting. So let me just go back to the weekly time frame. Sorry for the screen, I know it sucks, but we just have to deal with it, and I'm gonna fix it after the live stream. So take a look at the weekly time frame, right? So you guys remember when this market was making these high lows, right? We were making these high lows on the weekly time frame, and price was decreasing, right? And I said like, all of a sudden we're gonna get a big move to the upside, right? Big volume coming in, and then we're gonna get that big move to the upside. That's what we exactly got. But this pattern is repeating on the monthly time frame. So, and you know how BTC can be how volatile BTC can be, right? BTC can be very volatile. It doesn't matter like a weekly time frame or monthly time frame. BTC can go like, you know, 1,000 points in 5 hours, just like last week. So, but the monthly time frame is extremely bullish, guys. So it is something to keep in mind, right? It is something to keep in mind. That's, take a look at the Heiken Ashi regular month, right? That's the only bullish candle we got after a reversal sign. So we're just gonna have to wait and see, at least for the short term. So I do research 5 to 6 hours a day. I do research 24 hours, guys. I check these details like 24 hours. I'm exaggerating, not because I have to sleep, eat, drink, do all of that, but you know what I mean when I say 24 hours. So you more about like fundamentals. Oh, thank you. So I thought you meant like TA. So let's go. You guys want to talk about something else? Because BTC is we already talked about BTC, right? So let's go ahead and talk about the next area of support, right? Next area of support for BTC. Next, let's remove this Heiken Ashi. Sorry guys for the screen, I know it sucks, but we're just gonna have to suck it up. Alright, so let's see. Okay, next area of support is very critical. It depends like where you want to take a look at it, right? At what point is your because most people, right, let me show you again. Most people, right, they're gonna take the entire move, right? Because you know most people are pretty scared right now, so they're gonna say BTC gonna drop right? I mean, just to be conservative, right? Drop back to this area. It is pretty normal to come back down to 0.618, right? Which is just about like 4,000, right? But take a look at it, right? Take a look at it. If you wanna, this area, just about this area, came back down exactly at 0.786, right? So that's the first target. And then the next area from this point to that point, right? It came back down exactly at 0.786, right? 0.618, right? So this point is supposed to be your bottom, right? So since this point like came back down to a 0.618, so you should be targeting from this area to that area, right? And then first target should be, you know, 382, right? 382. So 382 should be the first target. Just about like 47.63. You know, my target is like 47.03. So but 47.63 is the first target. So I said like my target was like 47.03. But according to this extension, depend how you draw it, with minor error, it, you know, sometimes like this, it is very, you have to be very accurate sometimes, right? So but in that range, right, 47.03 should be a good area of accumulation before another push to the upside, right? So we could come back just about this area and retest that area, just about it. So once we retest, it depends like what type of volume we're gonna get, and then how the R side gonna be looking like. I mean, how the R side gonna be, you know, structuring, and then the structure of the R side. So, and then we're gonna decide if we're gonna, you know, break this area, because we're gonna need some volume to break it, like a lot of volume, just like that. It doesn't have to be like 400,000 trading volume BTC, just about like let's say just about like, you know, 80,000. We could break this area with just about 80,000, right? Because we get that with just like 50,000 a day, right? Just about on average like 45,000 BTC, right, a day. And then we got to that point. So with a, you know, 50,000 to 60,000 trading volume, we easily gonna break it like a, you know, at least like a, you know, get to 56 and 58. So you got to keep that in mind, right? So let's go ahead and talk about Ethereum USDT. Let's go ahead and talk about ICX first, right? ICX BTC. Okay, ICX BTC. ICX BTC. Okay, the screen, I gotta fix this, guys, but hold tight. ICX BTC, right, as we said, like I didn't even change the screen. So I'm looking for this double bottom for ICX, because that's a daily time frame. We've been getting like a big sell-off, right? So, and I said like ICX gonna come back down to a 700, guys. Like target was, I think, like 750. We even like below 750, but we got a good area of support just about this area of 700. So let's look for a double bottom, right? I said like we're gonna get a, you know, a on my previous video, I mean, I even forgot I drew this structure just about this area, right? So you can see selling pressure is decreasing. That's a good thing, right? It is decreasing, you know, it is decreasing. So we could be expecting like ICX to make like a very impulse wave, right? The R side is, you know, moving to the downside, right? So, but it's going to be hard for ICX because we don't have any sign of a divergence. So the R side going to, you know, keep moving to the downside just like that. So it's going to be hard to get a double bottom looking at the R side, at least for the short term. But we could. It's not, I mean, we could, but looking at the R side, it's not hard for ICX to reverse, get a very explosive reversal. Because it has to make a 3 waves, right? It's not gonna just jump to the upside easily, right? So, but keep an eye on ICX, at least for the short term, to make a double bottom just about this area. So it's gonna take a quite a while, right? Maybe next week or so, because I don't see ICX like getting back to this area like in a day. It could, but I don't see it happening like in one day. So, because the momentum, you know, we lost a lot of momentum, right? So it is, you know, we lost a lot of momentum, at least for the short term. So Okay, okay, OVD. We're gonna talk about XRP and you know, also WANCHAIN. Okay, WANCHAIN got the same structure starting from the first, as I said, right? But we're getting some hope of a reversal. When you take a look at the RSI, it's ticking up, right? It's ticking up, right? That's pretty good on the daily time frame, right? So let's hope it's gonna get higher, come back down, right, and push to the upside. So that's what I'm looking for. WANCHAIN. So that's already a 1-to-1 extension. Let me check it. I think 0.618, but right, we haven't got to that area of a 1-to-1 extension yet because it's in the middle of anywhere right now. So it has to come back to this area. It can be like 1 week to the downside. It doesn't have to be like 3 days. But 700 could be a good area of accumulation for WANCHAIN. 700. I would be because it's only like the current. It's a lot though when you take a look at it. It's another 13% drop, but it doesn't have to be a 3 days sell-off unless I draw this incorrectly. Let's see. About 715, 722, because ICX is just about 722, so you can expect like a WANCHAIN to drop to 722, right? But it's gonna be hard for WANCHAIN to drop to 722 because most likely we're gonna get some support, right? Because we got this area, right? We got this area of support, just about that area, 738 to a let's say 750, right? 750. But we're just gonna have to wait and see because the 1-to-1 extension, most people are gonna be waiting for the price to drop 1-to-1 extension. That's the only reason, right? So it's not like I'm pretty bearish at for WANCHAIN. I was pretty bullish on WANCHAIN when WANCHAIN was like just about like under 700, just about this area, like late February. I made this call like WANCHAIN made 70% move to the upside, right? Up to like almost 1400 sats. So, but a double bottom wouldn't hurt. Break to the downside, you know, because we're gonna need a double bottom. We're not gonna reverse like all of a sudden, like I said about ICX, right? We're not gonna just make a vertical move to the upside. But if we does, I'm just gonna update the price. But my expectation is, you know, we're gonna push to the upside, right? Push to the upside and come back down, right? So, and then before another move to the upside, right? Because we already retest this bottom. So that's my not prediction, that's my analysis for WANCHAIN. But we're gonna take a look at it the next couple of days, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at let's see. I think somebody called for Ethereum, Zcash. We're gonna take a look at Zcash. Hey, what's up, music? 1 hour time frame. I mean the 1 hour time frame, BTC has to reverse, guys. So at least like BTC has to show some the 1 hour time frame is pretty bullish. We got a corrective structure just about this area. I didn't take a look at it, but let's see if we can get any sign of a reversal, right? Yeah, we already got the double bottom on the 1 hour time frame. A nice reversal, completely oversold, right? But I think it's too soon for a move to the upside, right? You see, we didn't even double bottom just about this area. So, but push to the upside. We're gonna come back. Most likely gonna come back. The outside gonna make a U-turn. It's too soon, man. The market is not ready for a push to the upside. We could push, even if we push to the upside, it's just gonna be a corrective move, right? It's gonna be a corrective move, and then it's gonna come back down and give you another 3-way. Because remember, it's hourly chart, right? It is only hourly. It's not daily. Like if like let's say we get this structure on the daily time frame, I would be extremely bullish, right? Because you got the same structure just about this area, right? You got the same structure, right? You got the same structure, exact structure. I didn't even see this, right? You got the same structure. Look at it, flat correction, right? A break to the downside, right? A break to the downside. So let's see, once we break this area and come back, retest it, how, you know, how low we can get, because the outside is not It's not strong on the hourly time frame. A little push above this area gonna get the RSI like 60 or like because the RSI is already 52. If you had this move like and RSI was like 40, 45, 40, 47, I would be bullish. But you take a look at this move, it's the same pattern. Look at the RSI. We couldn't even break it. The RSI was just about like 65, and then we couldn't even break this top. So, but we have to break this top, right? It's gonna fail, retest, push to the upside. That's what I'm anticipating. So, but we will see. I mean, it's too soon to be not bearish, but you just want to be careful. That's all. It's not, because remember, guys, crypto is 24 hours. So just because you're seeing like one pattern, you don't want to force it, right? You're trying to force this pattern, and then it break down. I mean, price break to the downside, and then you're gonna be panicking. But it's not a financial advice. I'm pretty sure you know what you're doing, but I wouldn't be forcing this move, right? It's a pretty nice correction. Selling pressure, right? Nice correction, right? Just about this area, most like that, right? Let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see, right? And we could get a reversal after that, after this fake out to the downside. Get this divergence. Look for this divergence, guys. This divergence is bigger than that divergence. This divergence is pretty small. It is pretty small, guys. It's a pretty small divergence. It's just a fake out. So you agree? I hope I won't be wrong. Okay. All right, guys. I know Andrea here, Mana Engine. So let's go ahead and take a look at XRP first. I know most of you guys are interested in XRP. I try to do a timestamp on my live stream, but it's so hard because sometimes I just go by random coins. So if I have to do like a 1 hour live stream and then have to go back, watch it, and do a timestamp, it's gonna take up like all my day, right? It's gonna take up all my day. Because you remember, I'm doing this for free too. XRP BTC, right? XRP BTC. Let's take a look at XRP. Let's take a look at the daily time frame. When you take a look at the daily time frame on XRP BTC, I think like late December, right? I showed you guys last time, right? When I said like XRP going to all-time high, I drew a line, right? I drew a line just like that, and I said XRP was just about this area, right? Just about this area, and I was anticipating XRP to make this move, right? I was anticipating XRP to make this move, right? And it pushed to the upside, and that was like just about this area, right? I was like almost, I think December. I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to go back to my trading view. But next time I'm gonna show you, like, cause the date is still there. I think it's either December. It's probably December, right? When I say XRP going to $50, I showed you guys that chart before, but I'm gonna show you again. So we got a big support just about this area. That's a nice, historical bottom, like, December, the first week of December to the first week of April. So hopefully we're not gonna break it, but a big reversal from this pattern. You see XRP, what we talked about last time, right? We said, it's gonna come back down, retest this area, right? So our side is still looking okay, right? Our side is still facing to the upside, so we looking, this divergence. So that's only one divergence. Most likely we're gonna get another divergence. So we most likely gonna get another divergence, right? So this one, right? And our side is still gonna be moving. So we're gonna get a double divergence. I don't know if you ever heard about double divergence, but most of the time crypto, you get this pattern, right? I'm gonna show you really quick. Hopefully I can, pretty tired. Hopefully I can draw it. Okay, most of the time you get this pattern, right, guys? You move to the downside, right? Like that, right? And all of a sudden you're gonna get a 13% move to the upside, right? And then you're gonna get this move again. So you're gonna get a divergence in here, and then you're gonna get a divergence in here. Also gonna be, gonna make this move, right? And then all of a sudden it's gonna make that move and come back down, right? And then that's your first divergence. And also gonna make that move, come back down. You're gonna get your second divergence before a very big impulse wave. You can go back and take a look at all the chart, right? Before they break out. even BTC back in December made the same move, right? Made the same move. I don't want to switch screen, but I'm gonna show you like on another coin what I mean, right? So man, the screen looks bad, man. Let's see. Let me just try to push it to the side, because it is showing me an arrow, but it's not showing me. It's not telling me to go back. It cannot go back. Not sure. But if I try to push it to the side, it follows me like that, right? But it doesn't go back for some reason. Sorry. All right, let's go ahead and talk about another coin. I don't want to take up all your day trying to fix this screen. Okay. Show the chart XRP to $50. Let me show you. You guys want to see it, or you just want me to move on? It's 3 a.m. guys. It's 4:30 a.m. So let's just go to trading view. I'm gonna show it, guys. I'm gonna show it really quick. Just hold tight. Okay. I gotta go to send crypto and then published, right? Okay, thank you. I'm not worried anymore. The screen is fine. So XRP, let's just type XRP. You guys know how to go to my trading view, right? XRP, I think it was XRP BTC. Let's see. Let's just put XRP. XRP. It's this one right here. All right. Okay, you got the XRP chart, right? So that was like, you know, that was December 26th exactly. I showed you this chart, guys. I said XRP going to $50. So it's not a financial advice. Don't buy XRP because I say it's going to go to $50, but it's just my own analysis. If it doesn't, we're just going to restructure this chart, right? So you take a look at it. We're still within this same area of rectangle I drew like 3 months ago. So we're about to get out of this rectangle. So not rectangle, triangle. So it doesn't have to be proportional. You gotta think about it. When you're drawing this triangle, you're just drawing it like based on your idea. You're not trying to be like you're not trying to do any time analysis, right? So let's take a look at XRP again. So for some reason it's another one. Ripple, let's put Ripple. Let's put, for some reason it's not showing, but I'm gonna find it next time. But I know I have it, right? I know I have it. So but let's just go back to the chart, so I won't waste your time. So but since the screen is fine, let's go ahead and take a look at another coin, right? Let me know down below the comment section what coin you guys want to see. So okay, it's already like 4:30 a.m. I'm just doing this for you guys. I'm not gonna go through my list today. BTT. Somebody asked for Mana, Zcash, Litecoin. Hey, what's up, Jordan? Let's take a look at Litecoin. TC. And then we're going to take a look at BTT also. LTC, BTC. Okay. Let's just do it like this. LTC, BTC. You guys gotta remember it's live, so it's no editing. So we're just gonna get what we get, right? So it's not gonna be no editing. So that's one of the downside of a live stream. Sometimes it's just what you get, right? So It's just what you get. But, come on, now we got a nice screen. Come on, don't do that to me, Litecoin. All right. All right. So now we got the screen back right to normal. So Litecoin is dropping hard, but it's not. I don't think it's a bad. It is a bad idea for Litecoin to drop back, right? So it has a nice run up, right? Most people they panic, but right? But you take a look at it, right? So Litecoin went up like almost over 200% versus BTC, right? So that's almost like, you know, 175% versus BTC. So our next area of support, right? Let's take a look at it. Let's change this to a 50 EMA. 50 and 200, right? Not 200, but 100. For some reason, 50 and 100, you know, works well for me, right? They work well for me. So you see, we're about to get back to this area of 50 EMA, right? So, because at this time, like if you try to draw your Fibonacci extension, let's see, from the bottom to top, right? We're already at point 382, right? If you want to take the entire move, right? 382, right? And 50 EMA, it is a pretty big combination, right? So most of the time, it is pretty powerful. It is a big reversal sign. 382 and 50 EMA. You can go back and watch my Ethereum analysis back in December when Ethereum was like $100, right? $80 to 111. I was doing like heavy analysis on Ethereum, right? And I targeted Ethereum 175. So, and Ethereum just got like to almost 180. It took some time, but you know, because I was looking for a 535 correction from Ethereum, and that's what we exactly got. But it's just ugly, and it took like a lot. I mean, like forever, right? That 535. So I have it on my trading view. I just don't want to waste your time. But Litecoin is most likely gonna get a support from this area of 50 EMA. So we're gonna get a support from this area because the sell-off is like it's decreasing just like ICX. When I say ICX will dropping, you see Litecoin also has some more room to drop, right? Just because we got to that area of resistance support, previous resistance now acting as a support, it doesn't mean like we're not gonna get at the bottom of that support line, right? You take a look at this support line, right? It's just about this area, right? This entire you want to target the deepest area of this area of this support, right? So you just don't want to target the top, especially when you're looking for a reversal. You want to target the bottom, just about this area, right? So a big wick to the downside, right? Our side doesn't show any sign of reversal so far, right? Any sign. We just have to let it drop until we change the slope. So no need to rush, guys. Remember, market gonna be here. So market going to be here like the next 100 years. So it's no need to rush for like a couple hours and days. So just let it drop, get a reversal. We're gonna push to the upside with 3 waves. Either we're gonna get a double top or we're gonna get an inclining slope, just like that. But we're just gonna have to wait and see, because our side gonna tell us what we're gonna do, right? Our side gonna tell us. The selling pressure is declining, right? It is a pretty good sign, right? It's not bigger than any other. This entire move, right? The selling pressure we're just receiving, right? Even though Litecoin is dropping very hard, it's not even bigger than any of these previous selling pressure. So nobody is selling, man. Nobody is selling, because if you bought Litecoin at $22, why would you be selling now when you know Litecoin like all-time high is at let's say 360, right? 375. Because I don't think nobody, you know, is selling right now. But as soon as we get to that area, we're just gonna have to update, because you gotta remember, guys, we are just some spectators, right? We're just watching the big boys playing, you know. we cannot drive the market. You and I, we cannot drive the market. We just we're not playing. We just we just joining the party basically, but we're not driving the market. Whether I buy like 1,000 Litecoin, it doesn't affect like the Litecoin price that much compared to like people buying like millions of dollars, right? That's what I mean. Like we are just spectators. So, but no need to rush. I would wait for Litecoin to get a support from this 50 MA, right? You see, like last time we got a support from 50 MA, we got a big reversal, right? Big reversal candle. So just wait. There's no need to rush. You guys know it's not a financial advice, but you know, I wouldn't be rushing for Litecoin like to buy right now, even though it's pretty unless you're holding like for the next 3 to 5 years. I wouldn't care about like 50 MA and 100 EMA like in 2019, right? Even if Litecoin dropped back to this 0.786, you know, if you're holding for the long term, you'd be happy, right? You wouldn't be mad. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Zcash. I think it's Zcash, BTC. You take a look at Zcash. Zcash is making the same move as the rest of the market, right? It is showing a good sign of reversal, a big reversal candle, a 3-wave move to the downside, nice extension. Let's see if like we get a 0.618 extension, right? For Zcash, we're not even getting any extension yet. So, and then we're getting a reversal candle, but we're not getting any extension yet. So it is pretty strange. So we're just gonna have to wait and see, because if Zcash wants to drop, it would have dropped to this area, but we got a big support just about this area, right? Just about this area, right? We haven't got to to this area again, and this area is exactly a 1-to-1 extension, right? So, but because we got a 3-wave move to the upside, right? We got a clean 3-wave move, right? Zcash got 3 waves move to the upside, right? So, and you could say this is a 3-wave also, right? But it's not at a a 1-to-1 extension yet, right? This wave to that, this wave to that wave is not even at 0.618. Let's see, because I didn't include the 0.618. It could be 0.618. I don't know why I'm looking for 1-to-1 all the time. Let's see. That's 0.618. It's exactly at 0.618, so that's a good sign. So you see, I didn't even know like it was at 0.618, and I was looking this 1-to-1 extension. So let's say we get back to this area of 0.618, which is just about like 0.01321 BTC, and then we break to the downside. Next area of support is just about this area of 0.01, exactly 0.0123, basically 0.0123, 123 exactly, right? So which is just about the bottom, right? Just about the bottom, right? Before the push to the upside, because I think that's the lowest price we got this year. So coming back to retest it, it's not going to be a bad idea, right? Because we're going to get a nice divergence, right? This divergence, we're going to get it, right? We're going to get this divergence, right? Right. I mean, the slope going to be like more horizontal, just like that, right? Because price outside gonna drop a little bit further to the downside, and then you're gonna get your divergence. And then if you remember, the market got this divergence, the entire market, like even BTC got this divergence back in December. So I can even show you very quick. BTC USD, even XRP got that divergence like back in September also, right? If you guys remember XRP pattern, the first week of September, right? You see this divergence I was telling you? Let me show you. Right, the chart is moving to the downside when I'm BTC divergence was just smaller. This one right here, right? But the BTC divergence looks better. It just looks better, like that. right? BTC got this divergence and the price was moving to the upside, right? But you take a look at Zcash is making this move just about that. So you don't know if it's gonna come back down this area or not. So but it could just make this, you know, move and not retest the low. You're still gonna get, like, you know, you're not gonna get a divergence, but you know, it is hard to say. But I would be waiting for a divergence personally. I would be and not be in rush, because you gotta remember, like I say, the market gonna be here forever, right? Even if you miss you know, not the bottom, but if you miss it, you're not going to miss it by more than 10-15%. It might be like 5%, and then you're going to be sure like it is going up, instead of you worrying about like breaking to the downside. You know, the worst case scenario is that what, you know, you're not losing any profit. I mean, you're not losing your capital. It's not a financial advice, but you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. So let's say you're not buying from this area, right? You miss this 5.5% move, right? You know we got a trend reversal, so you still join. You're not missing anything. You just, because you didn't buy at all in order to miss. So you cannot be mad like because you didn't buy from a 0.0, you know, 1, 2, 3, blah blah blah. So let's go back to Zcash really quick. So I don't own any Zcash, so it is just a but I like Zcash. I think somebody mentioned it on I like the chart. So the worst case scenario, just like the rest of the crypto, like April 1st, it is making a 3-wave to the downside, just like the rest of the crypto, guys. So I think we talked about one coin called MCO. MCO was attempting to move to the upside, because MCO made this move just like that. But it's not even like that, because the move was kind of special like that, and it is moving back to the upside. So I'm looking for MCO to get back to this area, but it's not the subject yet. But keep an eye on MCO. Even if you're not trading, you just want to see, like, you know, the pattern, you know, the rest of the crypto going to be making. So just because you're not trading one coin, it doesn't mean like you don't care about it. Like sometimes like that coin might give you like an idea of how your coin going to be performing in the, you know, in the near future, right? I never take a look at the chart of MCO, but I'm keeping an eye on it, because I think it was up like 15% on coin market cap. So let me take a look at the chat room again. Show HR. Okay, smash that like. What's up, Remo? Still a lot of people still buying LTC. Okay, yes, that's true. I'm reading the chat room. So mana, I think somebody, I'm gonna take a look at mana, Andrea. A King XRP. Okay, I'm familiar with most of you guys. So Ethereum USD, Zcash. Okay, let's take a look at mana. Andrea wanna take a look at mana. Zcash, mana, Bitcoin Cash just came. You'd be surprised with Bitcoin Cash like going to $1,000. So but I don't have any Bitcoin Cash. So let's take a look at mana. Guys, make sure to hit that like, and if you know, most of you like already probably pretty much like subscribe. So because I'm familiar with your names. So but if you haven't joined the Telegram group, make sure to join. So because sometimes YouTube doesn't give like a, you know, doesn't give out a you see mana. I haven't even like take a look at it, right? We said we're gonna come back down to this area, right? That's what we said last time we talked about it, right? So and then we're about to get to that area. So let's see, is it a 1-to-1 extension? This is a big move for mana. So I'm just gonna ignore this big wick, this pump. I'm just gonna ignore it, because sometimes I think it is just noise, right? That's most likely 0.618 extension. So let's take a look at it, because you gotta remember, if I include this big wick, it's gonna be like, you know, it's gonna tell me mana gonna go almost to 0. So I'm just exaggerating, but it's gonna go a lot more than 1-to-1. So you get this move, that move, And that move, exactly, we say a 0.618 extension. That's what we said last time. So correct me if I'm wrong, because mana is not on my watch list, so I just did a honest analysis on it. 12% drop, right? So let's see if mana going to be able to make that 12% drop to the downside. So if you want to buy mana, I mean the volume is pretty low, so but if you want to buy mana, that would be like a nice area for, you know, accumulation, just about this area. But it could break to the downside. Our side is moving to the downside, but that's the next area of extension. I mean, you know, fib level, we just have to respect it. We should get some volatility just about this area, right? We should get some volatility, even if like it is going to be like a 3-4 days. Yeah, we're gonna get some volatility in here. So just remind me about mana. So next time we go live. Engine, right? Engine, I think engine, we said it's gonna come back down to a 0.618 or 0.618 or engine BTC or 0.786. I know it was pretty high. It went up like 400%, right? So we said like engine gonna come back down, made a double bottom just about this area. That was our target, right? So 1969. Okay, no, 1969 is a target, just about it. That's the reason why I have 1969, just to remind myself, right? You see, 1969. We say we're gonna, you know, most likely get to that area if we break this area of a 0.618. So let's remove everything. I wouldn't be in a hurry after a coin like went up like you know, 400%, right? 500%. I wouldn't be in a hurry, right? Let's take a look at engine, right? We have to get a support from this area of 100 EMA. Most likely we're not. Like since like we already break this 2909, I don't think us getting a support from 50 EMA. It's not gonna drop, like it's not gonna be a horizontal drop all the way up down to 786. You know, we're gonna be fighting just about this area, right? Just like that, right? And all of a sudden we're gonna get to that point. So you're gonna be seeing engine like 30% move to the upside. You can take advantage of it, right? This 30% move to the upside, 25% move to the upside, and then it's not, I don't think it's a reversal sign. This drop to the downside is too vertical. It is too vertical, guys. It is too vertical for a, you know, for a push to the upside. It has to go flat first, you know, or an inclining slope. Basically it has to go flat, or it has to make this move, right? You gotta remember, right, this move is basically the same type of pattern ZILLIQA did, right? ZILLIQA, NEBLIO, Dash, right? And then they all, like, you know, came back down to a 0.786, right? Even XRP came back down to 0.618 now, right? That was our initial target, like the first week of February, when XRP was all the way, not XRP, sorry, Tron was all the way up here. And I said, like, I showed you guys on my trading view last time, right? I said like Tron, a possible 200% move, because Tron gonna drop to just about like 500 sats and going back like to you know, almost like 1,000 sat. So you know, it's on my trading view. If you go on my trading view, you type Tron, you're gonna see it. Right, let's type. Sometimes I just have to. Hopefully it's gonna be quick. Come on, come on, come on. TRX. It's like somebody deleted my Tron. Sorry guys, sorry. Just hold tight, I showed you. It's not there for some reason. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but TRX BTC. Alright, that's a move right here, exactly. So Tron possible 200% move, right? That was on February 16, right? Second week of February, when Tron was just about 658. Yeah, 658, right? So if you play the chart, take a look at it. So we exactly at that area, like 0.618 right now as we're speaking. Exactly. So, you know, trading view allow you to, like, you know, play the chart, right? Sometimes it doesn't have, I mean, if it is like you know, 6 months, 7 months, it's not going to let you play it. but we exactly at 0.618, and I put like 500 sats, right? And I showed you like how Tron bottom formation looks like a not Litecoin, but a BTC bottom formation. Go take a look at it, guys. Same exact move. And then I say it's gonna come back down. BTC came back down to 0.618, you know, and then they pushed it upside back in 2015. So, and Tron, I would say like Tron gonna repeat that bottom formation. So let's go back to engine. So let's keep an eye on engine coming back to 1969. You know, we got a big support from that area, 1969. So big support, you know, 1969, right? It's a easy number to remember, right? All right, guys. HR, hey yo, what's up, Remus? Think Remus. Nexus. Oh, Nexus, the coin with I remember Nexus. Let's take a look at Nexus. Guys, you're not saying nothing on the chat room, so you guys are just letting me talk, man. It's like, it has to be interactive. When I read the chat room, I want to see you guys say something, man. Otherwise, it's 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning. Exactly. So, let's take a look at which coin again? Nexus, right? I think Nexus has a better chart on the Bittrex. Let's go to Bittrex. Okay. Nexus on the daily time frame, it is showing some sign of a reversal, but double bottom, right, on the R side, you know, kind of look like a BTC back in December. So let's wait. We definitely, the crossover is already completed, so we're definitely gonna get some reversal sign from this area. It is just like how high we're gonna get, right? So, but you can anticipate like a move to the upside and come back down before another move. So, but it's not gonna be straight up. It is not going to be straight up just like that. I wouldn't be expecting this type of move. It could, but I'm not going to expect it. The market is pretty much down. Like, you got your double bottom, right? It is just a three wave and come back down. Like, we could be anticipating a big move to the upside though, but it's not going to be quick, guys. It's not going to be quick. I don't think it's going to be a very, very, very quick. You got clean three wave move to the upside. It's very clean. 1, 2, 3, and come back, retest it, right? So already break this area of resistance, just support just about this area. So let's take a look at it. If it broke it, yeah, we just broke it, but we're just gonna have to wait and see, because we broke it, but we already below the R side is already oversold. So I don't see it like going like all the way up, all the way down further without another push to the upside. At least get another challenge from this area of a 50 MA, right? So we could be anticipating, I think market gonna reverse, man. Let's see at what point Nexus started to drop. Take a look at the first, right? That's April 31st, right? April 31st, right? April 31st, right? So April 31st, we got this move to the downside. No sign of reversal. Our side is double bottoming. Yes, that's a good sign, right? And our side is not double bottoming neither, right? You take a look at our side has a inclining slope just like that. So I don't think the move, gonna be like gonna be quick. So our side has to reverse very quick, right? It has to reverse, and price has to reverse at the same time, right? We get back to that area, and then price gonna come back down, and then our side gonna make this move. So now we're gonna get our divergence, right? And then price gonna get this move. Like I said, like I was showing you, I think on ICX or WANCHAIN, I said like, it's gonna make a double divergence. So we're gonna get this move and that move before a move to the upside. So I don't know if you guys, it makes sense or not. Ether, please. Oh, Raphael. Hey, make sure to join and hit the like and subscribe. That's my first time seeing your name in the chat room. So make sure to hit the like and subscribe, so to get these updates, right? I'll show the XRP. I don't know, I tried to show that XRP. I'm gonna show you next time, right? Because I don't want to keep going to my, because you gotta think about, most people are gonna be watching this live stream later on, so I try to organize it a little bit, so you know it's gonna be fun to watch. So I think somebody mentioned XLM. I'm gonna take a look at the Ether, right? Let's take a look at Ether since you're in the chat room. ETH BTC. Not BTC. I think you want ETH USD. I might not be familiar with ETH because I not never, but most of the time. But now take a look at the USDT chart. So let's remove everything so I can get a fresh mind, right? Ether USDT giving you the same pattern with BTC. Move to the upside. Also, got a double top. You know, price is moved to the upside, so most likely we're gonna get this support from this 50 MA like WANCHAIN did, right? So WANCHAIN and ICX. So let's see what type of a reaction we're gonna get from Ether, right? Coming back down to like 146 to 150, right, in that range. Okay, it is just dropping. I mean, also is just dropping, just like BTC, right? It is just dropping, but Ether is just giving like the Bitcoin chart, right? It is just moving very slow. So the only piece missing for Ether, right, is this move. You know, your right shoulder. That's the only thing missing, right? But you really take a look at it. So that's why most people are not interested. But this move, you also gotta keep that in mind. Litecoin made this move, right? And I said Litecoin gonna get deep into this area, right? And they pushed it upside. Right, so don't sleep on Ether just because it is bearish. I said don't sleep on Ether when Ether was like $100. I had a video saying like don't sleep on Ether. You can go on my YouTube and then you tap my channel, say don't sleep on Ether. You're gonna find that channel, that YouTube, right? I mean, not that YouTube. You're gonna find that video on YouTube. But you know, Litecoin made the same pattern. So Litecoin gave you like the blueprint. I said it like couple months ago. The blueprint of the bull market, Litecoin has it. So Litecoin made the same pattern, a nice inverse head and shoulder. It was very small, but you have to like look very careful to find it. Inverse head and shoulder, right? It pushed to the upside, right? Came back down deep to that area and move, you know, and went like parabolic, right? So keep an eye on Ether. Like first support 50 EMA, right? If we break it, we're just gonna have to come back here, right? You just have to. It's going to be painful, right? It's going to be painful because you got to think about it, right? This area came back down almost like what? This first move right here came back down 0.786, right? So that's your initial target, right? Your initial, that's your origin, right? You come back here and then you come back 0.618, just like BTC, right? And then now that's your target right here. That's your origin and that's your target, right? So let's see like 50%, because you gotta think about it. We pull back 0.786, pull back 0.618. Next fib level is only like 50%. So let's target 50%, right, which is just about 154. So also the 50 EMA gonna move faster very soon, and then you know, hopefully it's gonna, you know, support the price just about this area of a 50% pullback, right? And you know why I say like 50%, right? Because this entire move pulled back 0.786. This entire move pulled back like 0.618. So I could be expecting this entire move pull back like 50 here. Not this entire move, but this move from that point to that point. Move like pull back to 50%. That way it is going to be a sign of reversal, right? Because you gotta think about it, we're getting like higher Fibonacci level of support, right? 786. This area is 786. This area is 0.618, and then the next area going to be 50%, right? I don't know if it makes sense or not. 50%, just about that area. So if Ethereum get a support from 50 EMA, that's going to be a good sign of a reversal. But we're just going to have to wait and see. And 50% going to be also like a just about this area, right? The previous top, which is just about this area of 150 to 156. So the current price of Ether is just about 161. So let's wait for like 154 to 150 in that range. plus coupled with this 50 EMA. So I mean, I think like all coins, you know, I mean, I think TA is pretty good. I mean, you gotta learn how to do it. You know, for the next bull run, you gotta learn how to do it, guys. It's not hard. You just gotta find your own edge, because you watch a lot of people's, and then you know, they do TA differently. Like when you watch like I think somebody mentioned Mitch, right? He's pretty good. I watch him. I was pretty amazed, but I was like, I don't think I'm comfortable at doing TA like this. But it is amazing. Like I mean, you watch other people, they pretty good. Like Intro to Crypto. You watch Phil AION. Everybody got their own edge, but you gotta find your own edge. You just cannot be doing like what everybody's doing. Just understand like this pattern. Understand your RSI volume. You know, learn it. You just have to learn it, guys. Like I said on my previous live stream, right? I said like when we look for a job, we say like we are easy learner. We learn very fast. We are very skillful. We are friendly. All of that stuff, right? You know, but when it comes to like learning, you know, we cannot teach. You know, we cannot teach stuff. I mean, things ourselves, right? Yeah, we gotta be able to learn on our own, right? You know, read, watch, and then interact, just like what we're doing. So hey, what's up, Royal Computer? So I think Raphael asked for Ether, right? I got your Ether. I just got your Ether, so it's just about that. You do panic buy and panic sell, so you shouldn't be trading then, Raphael. I used to do that, man, because when you watch YouTube, like you watch like a lot of YouTubers, they're gonna make you panic, man. I'm telling you. But sometimes when you take a look at the bigger picture, right? Like when you take a look at the monthly time frame, you'll be like, man, I shouldn't be selling at this point, or I shouldn't be selling at that point, right? Or monthly might be too big. Sorry, not week. Let's take a look at the weekly. That's what I meant. So when you take a look at the weekly time frame, right, you probably sold just about this area of late March, right? And you're like, oh, I shouldn't sell. I should have waited. And then price moved to the upside, and then you wanted to wait. Like it happened to me, because I think like I bought XRP at 95 cents. The first week of May last year, right? And I thought it's gonna go back to $1.50, $2, but you know. Yeah, I had to, you know, restructure my thinking after that, and not FOMOing. I bought XRP at 95 cents. I think it went up to 95 cents last year on that April-May bull run. So, and then Litecoin was to $100. NEO was like 94. So it was looking good. But if you don't know what you're doing, you're just gonna FOMO and panic. So. BTC is making a massive move. We already talked about BTC. Let's see. That's a weekly chart. We talked about the monthly chart for BTC, right? Let's go back to the monthly chart. As since I know you're not gonna watch the not you, but I'm just joking. But most of us not gonna replay this chart because it's too long sometimes. That's why I try to keep the live stream very short, but it's hard. But you take a look at the monthly chart, right? I said it, BTC is dropping, the volume is dropping, right? But this volume right here, right, we're only like 2 weeks into this month, right? So it is gonna be very volatile, guys. We're only like 2 weeks into this month, and then the volume is almost bigger than the previous months. So you gotta think about it. The previous months were just about like, let's see, it's not giving me the volume for the monthly for some reason, right? But the previous volume, right, this month was 30 days, right? I think it was March was 31st, right? January, February, March was 31st, right? I can't even remember. So March was 31st, I mean 31 days, right? And then April is just about like today is a 12, right? And then we already like got almost the same volume, but look at the candle, right? So hopefully we're gonna beat these two volume, these two previous volume, you know, the next couple of weeks. So that's a good sign when you take a look at the weekly time frame. And when you take a look at the Heiken Ashi, I'm just gonna repeat myself, right? I already talked about it, but I think Royal Computer just got in. So you take a look at the Heiken Ashi, we got a big tail, big wick, small body. I mean, it is pretty small. It is pretty small, but you take a look at it, right? The Heiken Ashi, big tail, big wick, small body, big reversal candle. So that's the first month, right? So, and if you take a look at it, right, Bitcoin been like on a downtrend on the Heiken Ashi, right? Like almost like 15 months, right? January to February to February, like 12-13 months, right? So that's the first reversal candle. So most likely we're gonna get like couple more months, like May and April and May, gonna be like bullish for BTC when you take a look at these big selling pressure, right, on the Heiken Ashi. So it's no reversal candle till now, right? That's the first reversal candle we got. So, and then it is a nice smooth. Most likely we're gonna get a nice smooth uptrend on the monthly chart. That's what I'm expecting. But most people want to compare BTC here 2018 and then BTC 2015. Like when the chart are like, unless you want to compare the trend lines like 50 and 200 EMA. But if you want to compare the pattern, sometimes it can mislead you very easily. So BTC dominance is at 52 in coin market cap. That's, yeah, it's gonna drop, guys. It's gonna drop to 49, 48. Because like, let's say we move it to the upside, it's gonna drop when you take a look at the monthly chart. So it is going to drop. It is going to drop at least like to 50%, right? 49 to 50%, because altcoin gonna reverse and then BTC gonna be staying sideways. So at some point, right? Do you see leverage when trading? I don't do any leverage, so I don't do any of shorting and leveraging. I just buy when I can, right? Yeah. I try to keep it simple. So I know you can make a lot of money leveraging and stuff like that, but sometimes be careful out there, you know, when the market is too volatile. Like let's say we on a uptrend, like BTC give us a nice uptrend, and then we, you know, we don't have anything to worry about. Like volume is looking nice every day, you know, we getting like bigger and better volume. Yes, you can, you know, think of those type of stuff, but it's just my style, right? I just buy with my own money. So all right, guys, we got 13 watching. How many likes we got, guys? How many likes? Can we see BTC? I mean, that's my target, 6K. That's my target, but we just have to selling pressure is decreasing, right? That's the 4 hours, so that's a good thing. On the Heiken Ashi, let's take a look at the Heiken Ashi on the 4 hour. So we need like to see some volatility. You see the Heiken Ashi on the 4 hour, it just looked like you know, the monthly chart. I just switched screen, right? So we could be expecting like, you know, I just switch like a time frame, and it looks exactly like the monthly time frame, like 15 straight candles. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, almost 9 10, right? So 10 candles, right? So most likely we're gonna get some reversal. The 50 EMA is you know, acting as a resistance. It's not a good sign, right? So but we're gonna get some reversal sign, like I said, on the regular candles on the hourly time frame, right? Let's go to hourly. On the hourly time frame, right? So we got this nice double bottom I talked about last on my last stream, right? So yeah, I need to start leaving my pattern on the chart, so when I come back I can remember. So so I'm looking for this this pattern, just about this area, that we either gonna get back to this area or we're gonna push down at 382. So on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, you have to keep that in mind, right? The bottom was just about here for this move. This big move, the bottom started just about here, right? That's a so. And I say like 382 is next target, just about 47.63. So we're not far from 47.63. So also is looking nice. So okay, apparently it's two type of chart. I think I saw that video about Alessio talking about their two charts, but come on guys, if you trade BTC 24 hours, right? I mean, you have to include everything, guys. It's the reason why we say 24 hours trading, right? People can buy and sell. If BTC wants to be a global money, I can't even say it. BTC wants to be a global payment system, right? I mean, I don't understand why you want to include the weekend charting, right? The weekend activities. I understand, like, but your weekend might not be my weekend. You know, because most of the time, like, let's say like on Sunday, like 10 p.m. why BTC went up like 1,000 points? Like, it was a Sunday, so it was a weekend. So was it bought? Was it human being buying and selling? So you gotta think about it, right? So if you included like that, this 1,000 point was a Sunday, right? I might be wrong, but I think this 1,000 point was a Sunday, was a weekend, right? It might be a Monday, but I think it was a Sunday. So. But you cannot ignore, like, I can remember like many times like BTC dropped like, you know, a lot on the weekend, and sometimes some weekend BTC just like flat. But how many times BTC dropped like on a Monday? We had like a lot of bloody Monday, like 2018, like the first month of the second month of 2018, February, right? We had a big sell-off to the downside, right? And then the 4th month, April, we got like some reversal sign up to the 5th month of May, right? The 5th month, May. So, but I like to include everything just because most, like 50% of the volume is in Binance. I mean, you gotta include Binance, right? You gotta use Binance chart. So, all right. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised. I saw that video. You know, Alessio is pretty. He knows how to talk, so he's very good at speaking. So I like when he say like hold tight, and or like you gotta keep in mind. I'm gonna show you at the end of the video. I like those stuff. It keep you watching. It's pretty funny, but it is interesting though, man. He made a good point, but you also have to rationalize stuff. So just because like somebody who has more knowledge than you like say something, it doesn't mean like you have to believe it. You have to like just say does it really make sense, right? So let's say I say like BTC gonna go like $10,000 next week, or it could, but like let's say $20,000 next week. So you gotta like say is this guy making, does this make sense, right, what this guy is saying? So but guys, I'm just gonna call it a day. 80,000 in December, that would be a epic. Yeah, 80,000 in December. It could, guys, but I'm not gonna make that type of prediction until we hit like at least 10K, right? Not a prediction, but analysis, because I have a long-term analysis for BTC, like 370K, right? But let me just show you really quick. 370K, right? BTC USD on Bitstamp, right? Because you gotta remember, right? It's probably the first time you're gonna hear it, right? BTC extension from a bull market to bull market is like 18.618 extension. So if you know how to do your extension tool, use your extension tool, you can do your extension, right? And then you see the type of extension BTC got from the last bull market, right? Because most people wanna compare like 2018 and 2015, but they don't want to compare this bull market to the current bull market. Why you cannot compare like this one, just about this area of 2013, right? And then you got another one just about like 2012. So why are you ignoring all of these, but you just want to use the most recent? So if you want to use the most recent, you have to use, you know, this one also, right? And did they use this one to compare to that one? This one, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. So I mean, it makes sense sometimes, but not all the time. So you take a look at this bull market, right? The extension of this bull market, right? The bottom, top, right? Extension tool. That's the last thing I'm going to show you guys before I head to bed, right? The bottom was just about I think 150. All right, just say 150, right? So, and then 18.618 extension, right? I'm gonna make a video about it. I mean, I'll put it on my trading view if you want to see it on my trading view, right? So 18.618 extension was exactly at 20k, right? So it was exactly at 20k. So if you want to make another 18.618 extension of this entire move, it's going to take you to $170,000, guys. 370k. 18.618. Even the previous bull market was 18.618, but most people are not paying attention. Let's take a look at the monthly, because I keep dragging this thing. Take it forever. So let's take a look at the monthly. You take a look at the monthly, you see how small this pattern is. You want to compare to this 2018 is. So take a look at this one. Right, that's the bottom, just about this area, right? That was the bottom, right? So I have to, it is too big, so I have to do it like in multiple steps. So that's going to be your bottom, just about here. Let's say like 3,000 was your bottom, and then 20k is your top, right? So let's go to the top now. You see how big it is? You want to compare it to 2018, right? The top was 20k, right? Take that all the way up to the top, which was just about 19, I think it was like 1966. Let's just try to be accurate, right? So, and then you're trying to attempt to get this 18.618, right? You see how far we have to go up, right? How far we have to go up. You see how small the chart gonna look like in 3 to 5 years? How small it is going to look like. You see this? So let's go check out the top. You can't even see the chart anymore, right? So it's going to be exactly at 370k. So give or take, right? It is saying like a 360, but still, you know, it is within like 1%. So right, so it is like less than 5% error. So, but you take a look at it, 18.618 extension going to take us like to 370,000 BTC, right? 370k. So I know I said it last time, but it's too early to talk about like BTC going to 370. Let's just focus on like this monthly chart, and then we're gonna break a 6k hopefully before a reversal to the downside under the push to the upside, and then in the next 3 to 5 years, hopefully most of us are gonna be together just about, you know, talking about BTC. And then we're gonna remember this 18.618 extension. Even if you go back like early, like I already made like a special I published an you know, an article just on the on TradingView. You can go and watch it. I mean, not watch it, but check it out. So this small bull market just about this area was also a 18.618. So I just don't want to make the video too long. I'm gonna talk about it next time. You guys just remind me. So I'm just using TradingView. So I don't know whose Carlos is. You mean Carlos? I don't know whose Carlos is. I don't know most YouTubers, guys. So I try to I only know a few YouTubers. So I watch, like, you know, every now and then their analysis just to see what they talking about. But You know, sometimes they confuse you, like not confuse you, but let's say you got your setup. I said it last time, right? And then they say like you know, a well like just transfer, you know, 50,000 BTC into Binance, right? So you're gonna be like, oops, you know, you're gonna be panicking. That's why I try to cool, but hey, Raphael is laughing. All right, guys. Oh, you mean Carl? Oh yeah, Carl. But Carl is too bullish. I'm not bullish, but he's too bearish now. He used to be very bullish, but now it's all like the dump is coming. He's been calling for a dump like the last 10 months. I mean, not 10 months, but the last 8 weeks since like the January, he's been calling for a dump. So, but hopefully the dump is not gonna come. Yeah, but Carl is good though. How long I've been in crypto? Just about, you know, just about 2 years. Just about 2 years. I was, you know, heavily like in stock market, but it took me some time to get into crypto. I heard about crypto first from Peter Schiff. I don't know if you guys know Peter Schiff, but Peter, I'm putting his name, just Peter. Most likely you guys know Peter if you're from US. If you live in the US, I think that's how you spell it, Peter Schiff. He's very like anti-BTC, but when BTC was like just by 800, I think, $1,000, he mentioned it. I was like, Bitcoin, you know, and I had to look it up. I looked it up with a friend, you know, at work. I mean, a co-worker, and then you know, we looked it up. I remember the same exact date, man. The same exact day we looked it up on Google, right? And then I did some research. I mean, nobody introduced me to BTC. I introduced myself. Like most of us, like we at least know somebody who said, "Oh, do you know about BTC?" You know, and I was like, "Yeah," but me, I just heard it from Peter. He said, "Don't buy BTC; it's gonna crash." But as soon as I, you know, downloaded like a CoinCap. That time I used to use CoinCap. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with CoinCap, right? So I used to use CoinCap, and then I used to see like these crazy gains, like 50,000, you know, 1,500. I'm like, that's insane. If you know math, if you see like 1,500% gain, you're gonna be like, that's incredible. But some people, they're not good in math. They might see like 1,500, they don't know what that means, right? They don't know like 100x, they don't know, you know, 150x, they don't know what that means. You have to explain to them. I know it sounds simple, like, because you're in crypto, it sounds simple when you say 100x. But some people don't know 100x, you know. But 100x is 100x. If you're 100x, you know, a penny is $1. If you're 100x, $1,000 is $100,000. But some people, if you say like 100x a penny, they'll be like, okay, you know, just like intro to crypto say, like when he turned like, I think like 50 cents to a $5, you know, so those kind of stuff. Yeah, Peter, yeah. All right, thanks HR. The moon, okay. All right, guys, I mean, we're just gonna call it a day, and then let's just check really quick the last, I mean, before we call it a day, the price of BTC. So I mean, we're gonna call it a morning, not this now. It's already morning, right? But BTC is just hanging tight below the 50 MA on the hourly time frame, so I can remember when I come back. All right, nice pattern, guys. This pattern look like it's gonna get back to that area, so it look like the right shoulder. So it looks like the right shoulder, but it's just deeper. It's gonna get back to this area. All right, guys. I'm gonna let you guys go. Oh, you thought it was about to pop? Sorry, man. But we talked about it. You can just replay the chart. I don't have time to do the timestamp because the video is too long, and you remember, guys, it's free, so it's free. Yeah, Chololo line is at, I think it's like 39.71. I haven't updated the last 2 weeks because, you know, BTC was pretty bullish, so I only take a look at the Chololo line like when BTC is on the downtrend. It is pretty bad. I should be consistent, but I'm gonna update it because I just haven't updated the last 2 weeks. Yeah, I don't think like BTC gonna drop below 4,000 because that Trololo line is I'm gonna update BTC like next Sunday, and because I haven't updated the Trololo line like for 2 weeks now. All right, guys, I keep saying like I'm gonna go and I keep staying. I love you guys, but I like the interaction, and I like the interaction and everything, but some other people are going to be watching the live later on, and if it is too long they might not find it fun. So all right, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys maybe in 12 hours, not 12 hours, maybe 8 hours, about 3 p.m. something like that, 4 p.m. It's going to be a short live stream. All right, thanks a lot.